Hello, this is Greg Allison, Green Gregs, coming to you on 21 March 21. Time on deck is 14,400 hours Central Daylight Time. Food prices are skyrocketing and they're about to really take off even more. And there's several factors driving that. And so we're going to talk about these food prices, what's driving it. Some of it is right behind me right here, right now. So we're going to get into that. First, I'm going to say, I bring you a lot of stories on my channel about things you need to watch out for, things you need to know about going on in the world. So you can keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel. Also, but there's a proposition on my channel to help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. So to watch all these good videos I'm going to be doing about these kind of things, please subscribe to my channel, bang the update notification bell, and click all. You can also support my channel and help yourself, because I'm talking about food prices going up. The best thing you can do is grow your own food. And I have videos on that. I have videos on gardening. I have videos on growing microgreens. There's more of that to come. And my worm farm will be coming back online in a few weeks. I would say probably mid to late April. When you see www.greengregs.com, I'll be selling worms. Okay, but in the meantime, you need to grow your own food. So go to True Leaf Market. True Leaf Market. You check my links out in the notes below, and the show notes and independent notes. True Leaf Market. Great deals. Everything you need to know. They'll show you about growing the seeds. Look at my videos on growing garden. So that'll really help you out. Now, let's talk about what's going on here. Part of it is just right here. Look at this, guys. This is a cotton field. Now, for years, you've seen me come here from time to time. Until last year, they would alternate this between soybeans and corn. Now the price of soybeans and corn are shooting up. But cotton has also become a much more valuable crop around here lately, because one, they've got rid of the boll weevil finally. The boll weevil is gone and cotton is coming back as king. But there's going to be less food grown here. But also, another reason is that we're not importing cotton from China's Xinjiang district, the area where the Uyghurs live, because we're trying to boycott China on the way they treat the Uyghurs. So what that means is the demand for cotton has gone up here in the south, which means less food to be grown. But this is not the real driver. This is a driver. It's one factor. There's several factors that's going to be driving up the cost of food. And one of the big new drivers is the new green energy policies of the Biden administration, because they're going to be using vegetable oil now more for fuel. As a matter of fact, this has already caused vegetable oil prices to go up 70%. Cooking oil. Cooking oil prices have shot up 70%. And this is used in the preparation of your food. So that is definitely a huge driver in food cost. And listen, what's that vegetable oil based on? Things like soybeans. We already know, and I've already talked about, how China is increasing their buy of soybeans to feed their people. Soybeans and corn, wheat. The buy of all these things are going up, especially soybeans for China. What's that mean? Well, it means the farmers will try to grow more of one thing or another, but it means that food prices are definitely going up, because that's also used as feed. So, guys, so not only that, but in Myanmar, because they had that little coup, the availability of palm oil is down somewhat, and the prices in that area have gone up 20%. But there's more to it than even that, my friends. Energy prices are just going up. Have you seen the price of gasoline lately? How about your home electricity? My home electricity just this winter alone is 50% higher than I paid for it before. And I hear a lot of people are complaining about their electricity. We're not just talking about Texas, my friends. And talking about Texas, they had a late freeze, you know. They had that storm that caused their power to go out, but that also reduced their supplies or what they were growing in terms of food. We do know that the weather has got a lot of vagrancies in it. Now the jet stream has gotten a lot more snaky and sinuous, which means you're going to get strange cold and strange hot snaps in the wrong places at the wrong time. And those all affect the growing season of crops and do lead to early crop failure. So weather, crop failure, the increased demand by China, partially this past year, driven by floods. Who knows what's going to happen there in the years coming. There's talk of, possibly big locust invasions, but China is going to be demanding more food no matter what, year after year. With this green policy on top of all this, our actual stocks of food are lower, it turns out, in reserves than what had been projected. You can see this projected in reports that have been covered in Zero Hedge, as reported by some of the banks that have actually talked about the food prices increasing in a biblical manner. So think about that. Energy. Why energy? Why is that going to increase the price of food? Because, guys, to produce this food, if they're going to grow food here or anything, any crop right here, right now, they're going to have to come in here and plow all these stalks under. They're going to have to come in again and prep this land, and then they got to plant it. Then they're going to come over it and spray it a few times, and then they got to harvest it. The tractors are going to be running across this land probably 4 or 5 times at least, equipment, in order to grow this food. Well, that's fuel. Not only that, but the fertilizers are usually natural gas-based products, and all that other stuff they spray on are petroleum-based products quite typically. So you've got a lot of spraying, a lot of running, a lot of equipment use, and it all uses fuel. Well, it takes energy to move that crop, to store it, to keep it in condition, to process it, to store the processed foods, to cook them, and transport them to stores and ultimately to you. Energy costs are part of every step of that equation. And so will taxes be, and taxes are going to go up too. So taxes are going up, energy is going up, the demand for foodstuff, the basic foodstuffs will be going up, the demand for soybeans is going up, the demand for corn, wheat, the demand for biofuel. Oh yeah, top this off, according to Zero Hedge, 4 refineries that have been making diesel fuel from petroleum products have decided, because there's pressure to go green, that they're going to be making fuel. 4 refineries making fuel from agricultural products. 4 refineries are switching from petroleum to this stuff. 4 factories are switching to whoop. Sorry guys, didn't mean to cause the earthquake there. 4 factories are switching to agricultural products, to edible oils to be the basis for biodiesel. So I would expect the corn, more and more of that will also go to gasoline probably. So it's good for the farmers. It's good for the farmers, but for you, the consumer, you're going to be in a pickle. So once again, I highly encourage you to grow your own food. So do check out True Leaf Market. Grow as much food as you can. It's also a good thing to do from the prepper standpoint. So it's good to do from cost. It's good to do from nutrition. It's good to do so you know what you're eating. It's good to do for your health. It's good to do for a peace of mind, because growing food is a nurturing experience which helps people psychologically, believe it or not. It gets you involved in green things. It's very psychologically rewarding. You know what you're eating. You got the reward of that. Plus, you have food security. And you're developing critical skills that can help you when the grid goes down and we hit other, you know what, hits the fan kind of situation. So now is the time, more than ever, to grow your own food and to maximize that activity as much as you can. Again, I said go to True Leaf Market, check my links below to that. It'll be in the pin notes and the show notes. They do with their seeds, and on the website tell you how to grow these things out. I've got videos to show you how to prep your beds and grow things, how to use worm products, so you don't have to go to the store to buy fertilizers, pesticides, and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be doing more videos on that, and I'll show you about worms. And I will be returning to the worm business in just a matter of a few weeks, and when I do, the way you'll know I've returned to selling worms, you'll see www.greengregs.com go live with add to cart type buttons in there of some type. So you'll see that come back. I've been out of that for a year now. When I first bought worms, I was out for a year to try to re-raise them. So it's just been a lot of things going on. Hopefully the post office, I'm gonna have to change the way I ship stuff a bit. I'm gonna ship smaller packages, and hopefully that'll work. If not, we'll have to regame things. But I will eventually be opening a worm farm out of Arizona. So I'll be able to ship locally from the east and the west. Nobody else is doing that in the worm business. Once I do that, I'm going to have a decided advantage in shipping things. So that will definitely help the resiliency of the business and the quality and survivability of the worms I send to you. But again, friends, bear in mind, food prices are going up, and I don't see any trend, change in that trend in the near future. Another thing that's driving food prices is quantitative easing, believe it or not. Quantitative easing is believed to have really drove the food prices up back, over 10 years ago when we had such a spike. And the people that's going to suffer most, the people in the developed nations, the emerging world, the third world countries, as you want to call them, they're going to suffer mightily. For us, it'll be prices. We'll survive, but it'll be crucial in those places. You'll probably see riots, unstable governments. Let's hope it don't spill into countries like that have weapons that of mass destruction such as Pakistan and India, causing more tension there, because that could cause things to inflame and cause us even more problems. Let's hope that don't take place. But anyway, it's a beautiful day today. This is a gorgeous day. The second day of spring, first full day, I guess. It's gorgeous out here. I don't know what they're going to plant here this year. They may grow cotton again. There's places they really grow cotton every year because of all the junk they add in the soil. You'd think they would rotate it, but there's fields here I have never seen grow anything but cotton since I've lived out here. So cotton's king, and king cotton is coming back, but that's also going to be less food for you to pack. There's a meadowlark down there flying around. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you take it to heart. Hope you really resolve to grow your own food. Greg, I live in a city. You can grow a lot of food in container gardens. I talk about that. You can grow food in your living room. I'll show you how to do that with microgreens. I got microgreen video, and I'll do more of those. So please, once again, subscribe to my channel, bang the upload notification bell, and click all, and share my videos far and wide with other people, because people need to know they got to grow and need to know how to pack and prepare. You got to prepare for things coming at us. This world is crazy. So thank you for watching.